This is Modern Issues' final project with deforestation. I'm Izzy and I'm working with Harper and Lily. So what is it? Deforestation is defined as the action of clearing a wide area of trees or the purposeful clearing of forested land. So for the introduction of deforestation, deforestation is caused by agriculture expansion, wood extraction, expansion, road building, and urbanization.
According to National Geographic, 2,000 years ago, 80% of Europe was covered in forests, and now it's only 34%. From the 1600s to the 1800s, over half of North America's forests were cleared. Industrialization also became a root cause of deforestation due to needing places to put factories and materials to build these factories. The building of remote roads also caused deforestation. It gives people access to once untouched land, which causes illegal logging and clearing of land for agriculture.
A major event would be major places affected by deforestation include Brazil's Amazon rainforest reaching an all-time high in tree clearing. Problems include social conflicts due to deforestation, extinction of plants and animals, and climate change. There has been intentional forest fires lit, including in the Amazon rainforest, in order to quickly clear land for the production of soy and for raising cattle for beef. Sometimes these intentional fires get out of control and end up burning longer and in a wider distance, killing animals and plants. Thousands of deliberate fires have been lit across Indonesia, Brazil, and Mexico, burning up the land. Some causes for deforestation would be wood fuel. Developing countries were interested in the market required and were interested in great amounts of cheap fuel sources, and so about half of Africa's rainforests have timber removed for fuel wood, as well as logging and mining has caused deforestation. Issues with deforestation are the increased greenhouse gases, increased soil erosion, and the disruption of the environment. And assessments for it are basically commercial agriculture is the largest drive, followed by subsistence agriculture, timber, and then charcoal, and then farming after. So why do people deforest? The main purpose is just to increase the land area of a place, presumably for some profit. Deforestation is also a result of a continued and rising population. As population increases, the demand for more products increase, setting up industries for profit. What is negative about the world's rapid deforestation, and how does it affect the environment that we live in? So, deforestation has affected the environment detrimentally. The chopping down and clearing of trees and animals has changed the rainfall and normal temperature patterns of the world and affected forests. This disturbs and messes up the ecosystem's balance. Deforestation is also responsible for a scary amount of world's greenhouse gases rising. Deforestation is responsible for 10% of the world's greenhouse gas emissions, as after trees are cut down, it releases the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Some people involved with deforestation include BlackRock and Cargill. BlackRock, although BlackRock is seen fighting for progress in preserving the environment, BlackRock has been accused of climate hypocrisy because of a data tool that found out the firm's funds hold companies with deforestation risk stretching 500 hectares of land. Under BlackRock, there is logging and fuel companies silently supporting environmental drain and deforestation. The second company involved is Cargill. Cargill has a long history of deconstruction and is one of the largest companies contributing to deforestation, according to NGO Mining. The report details that Cargill profits from the deconstruction of the environment. In Brazil, Argentina, Paraguay, and Bolivia, Cargill is involved with the deconstruction of the Amazon, Gran Chaco, and Cerrado ecosystems for the production of soy and beef. Cargill also buys products produced illegally from national parks. As one of the largest agricultural businesses in the world, Cargill plays a major role in shaping global farming practices. Here's log loading in the forest around the Gurgel Mountains in northern Romania. In the Romanian forest, there has been an uprising in illegal logging in one of Europe's ecologically significant woodlands. Wood was taken to the protected lands and then transported to factories to grind them into sawdust for wood pellets. These pellets were marketed to turn waste into green energy. Thousands of companies are clear-cutting century-old trees in the name of renewable energy by taking old trees and turning them into pellets. For the Amazon rainforest is the world's largest rainforest, spanning 6.9 million square kilometers, which covers 40% of South America's continent. Home to 3 million species of plants and animals, the Amazon is the most biologically diverse ecosystem in the world. Due to land clearing for agriculture and livestock farming, 5 million hectares of forest is lost every year. Why is the Amazon rainforest important? The Amazon River is the second longest river in the world after the Nile and is approximately 4,000 miles long. According to National Geographic, the Amazon receives the most rain globally, providing an extremely biodiverse landscape. The Amazon, due to all of its rainfall, is also responsible for 20% of the world's fresh water on Earth. Another major event involving the Amazon rainforest was that in 2019, fires were started to destroy the forest again. These fires were intentional. People started to clear the land in order to make more farming.
A lot of everyday products such as palm oil, raw rubber, and cocoa all come from trees, specifically tropical forest trees. Brian Schatz claims, "I don't think the average consumer knows that half the stuff they buy at the supermarket contains palm oil, and most of that palm oil is from illegally deforested land." A study by the World Resource Institute found that cattle, oil palm, soy, cocoa, rubber, coffee, and plantation wood fiber accounted for 26% of global tree cover loss from 2001 to 2015. A majority of the commodities are obtained illegally deforested land. Schatz wanted to restrict market access so that the rainforests could be protected so that they can absorb carbon dioxide and purify the air to cool the planet. In 2018, tree cover loss in tropical forests accounts for about 8% of global emissions. If they were left alone, they could provide 23% of climate migration. The bill would provide aid to countries that try to eliminate illegal deforestation. That got me wondering, shouldn't the plantation of new forests be encouraged to compensate for deforestation? In 2021, a study analyzed 77 different tropical forest sites that were abandoned after deforestation. When left alone for 20 years, a forest can regain an average of 78% of their original vegetation. Tropical forests are vital homes to animal life and slowing down global warming, yet are disappearing at alarming rates due to deforestation. The old-growth forests are forests that were never bothered and rich in biodiversity allow numerous plants and animals to thrive, but due to climate change and humans, these types of forests are rare. Humans are responsible for the destruction of nearly 2/3 of tropical rainforests. When left alone, soil can almost fully recover in less than a decade, while vegetation can fully recover within 25 years. For diversity of species to recover, it can take up to 60 years. Tropical trees in Australia's rainforests have been dying at a high rate due to climate change. The deaths of tropical forests have doubled in the last 35 years as global warming increasing and drying the atmosphere. Intact tropical forests store carbon and absorb around 12% of human-caused carbon dioxide emissions. That makes it extremely difficult to keep global peak temperatures below the target 2 degrees Celsius. Droughts caused a drop in soil's water supply, but it wasn't the problem. It was the air. It's called atmospheric thirst. And when it gets warmer, it draws moisture from plants, which results in an increase of water stress and risks death of the trees. There's a high chance that tropical forests may become carbon sources due to global warming. In 2021, global tree cover loss trends show deforestation the most. There's currently 2 decades of data about deforestation on primary tropical forests. The main direct cause of tropical forest loss is the expansion of commercial agriculture. This is terrible due to the fact that tropical rainforests are valuable for meeting global objectives.
Are organic alternatives to fuel helping the earth? Biofuel and biodiesel are organic alternatives to fuel. Indonesia is the 3rd largest producer of biofuel in the world. According to BBC News, biofuel and biodiesel come from plant-based materials and animal waste, specifically palm oil. Their government policy states that all diesel must contain at least 30% biodiesel. Their goal is to raise this amount to about 50% by the year 2025. In order to reach this goal, biofuel production must increase by at least 50% to meet demands. This will require a significant increase in cleared land to produce palm oil, an estimated 30 million acres. According to the National Library of Medicine, 15% of the country's total land area has been transformed into palm oil production. Because of this, Indonesia is facing a major loss of biodiversity. This doesn't only affect people but animals as well. According to worldwildlife.org, animals such as tigers and orangutans have become critically endangered due to the clearing of land for palm oil production. The clearing of land also leads to soil erosion, which can cause landslides which significantly harm nearby villages. Forests are the most effective system at absorbing CO2, far more so than crops alone. Mass deforestation leads to more CO2 being exerted than what is being absorbed by the forests. This causes hotter temperatures, which cause stress on plants. According to the United Nations Environment Program, the Tropical Landscapes Finance Facility has channeled $95 million to producers of rubber and palm oil to help them replant crops on already cleared land rather than clearing more land for more crops.
Although there are so many people who are against deforestation, there are still some people that agree with it. Brandon Miller claims that deforestation allows for more usable space for growth and produces more materials. If we continue deforestation, then civilization can be industrialized more and have more job openings. Deforestation allows animals to graze around, which allows a chance of obtaining more food, which let other people gain more revenue. A simple way to prevent deforestation is to advocate for protected land.